Good morning, guys. Well, I wanted to show you my Simmons avocado. You can tell, still got some avocados up there, right there. See if I can zoom it in. See, still got a good amount. But I've already gotten like probably 20 of them. And this is like my favorite avocado right there. It's got like a nutty, sweet, taste to it. It's just really good. So, but I have, that tree right in the corner there. It's not that big, but it gives me fruit every year. It's really good bear. It's consistent. And when I prune it every year, and it gives me a lot of fruit. And like I said, the taste to me is great. So, right there. See all the ones it's got left still. Sometimes they fall right over the carport right there, and so I'm always looking on the top to make sure I get them. But if you notice, I let it grow right on top of the carport, and then I leave like a 10-foot area there and let it spread around a little bit. And like I said, I've gotten a lot of production out of just having it in that corner like that. So if you get a little creative, you can, put trees pretty much anywhere. Just have to, prune them a little bit, but it doesn't really, literally it takes me like 10 minutes every year to prune it a little bit, and that's it. And it's just, like I said, a really nice pear. And my favorite. By the way, check this out. My dwarf carbon dash right here. Look at that. Getting close. Getting close. And you can see my mamey trees made a comeback here. I pruned it pretty good because it was getting pretty tall. So now it's come back with a lot of branches, and it's going to take a little while. I actually had a little mamey somewhere there. But it'll come back. I think by next year or the year after that, it'll pretty much be back, I think. And then here, the mango trees, everything's growing a lot. It's been raining. The last couple of weeks have been raining pretty good. So you can tell the canopy on everything is getting pretty nice. And here's my choquette avocado right here. And that one's got avocados as well, if you can see right there, but those won't be ready yet. Those are not going to be ready yet. But in a few months, I'll start getting some. And then look at my papaya tree right here. It's just, look at all the papayas. Look at all the papaya leaves right there. You got the leaves, but you got all the papayas right here. Look at this, how beautiful. They're growing. Yeah, it's got a lot more flowers. This thing is huge. This thing is literally like, 15, 16 feet tall. Still growing. It's crazy. Well, here's my Oro Negro avocado. It's got new growth, and it's growing. So let's see what happens. Once it starts flowering, it's a type B. I think I'll get a lot more production out of my other avocado trees as well. So, there's my choquette right there, spreading all over. And here I have my Lula that I pruned back pretty well. But Now it's growing a little bit more of a spreading canopy, which is kind of what I wanted. Right next to the caimito here. This is definitely intensive gardening right here. But I kind of smartly prune back, and that way I can get. I'm not gonna get as much production as if I had the tree by itself, but then I would only basically have like maybe 2 trees back here, and I couldn't have anything else. So I enjoy playing with it like this, and then the way I can grow more variety of things, and I still get enough production that I'm happy with. Check out the moringa right there. I mean, that thing is like, I gotta prune it back. I mean, just let it kind of get out of hand with all the rain and everything. Haven't tended to it too much. And here's my Carolina. It always kind of gets a little ugly, and then it throws all the new growth and all the beautiful leaves. It's got real pretty leaves. But this tree, like I said, I've never ever, other than like a dead branch or something, I have never pruned this tree. And look at the size of it. I mean, it's like 11 feet tall or something like that. And I've never pruned it. It tends to kind of give me a decent harvest one year, then the next year is kind of not as good, but it's never really grown that much. So if you want something a little dwarfy and tastes great, Catalina, Cuban variety, it's pretty good bet for you. Look at that. Look at our guava tree that I planted down here. Getting a little crazy. And I also have a Ronnie that I got to plant. So now here, look at my okra. My okra is doing pretty well. So hopefully soon I'll start getting some okra, since I really enjoy that. Okay guys, just wanted to give you an update on, see how everything's looking. A lot of vegetation right there, a lot of growth. But it means I'll be pruning soon too. Can't let it get too big, but it looks very pretty. But anyway, wanted to give you an update on my avocado trees, and enjoying all the harvest from the Simmons for sure. I got the Lula, I think will come back this year now and give me a good amount of fruit, because the Lula's a heavy bearer. I mean, when it fruits really heavy. And then I think this year I'll get some good production from the Lula and the Catalina. The Simmons every year gives me good production for for the size that I give it there. And then the Choquette's grown pretty well there. So it's got probably 10, 15, avocados on there. Not too much. I mean, they could be a heavy bearer too. But I think maybe next year it'll take off a little bit more and give me some more. And then the Oro Negro is, growing little by little. Every month it grows a little. It throws new shoots, and can't wait for it to grow. I'll trim out a little bit there on there. And then I'll probably plant the Ronnie back there, and then I'll pretty much have my all the avocados that I'm probably gonna have. And then this papaya, I didn't plant this, just a seed. So it just kind of came up on its own right there. Anyway, thanks for watching. Just wanted to give you an update on the avocados, and threw in a couple of other things as well. Hope you like it. Hopefully soon I'll do a tour and show you everything and kind of the plants I have. It's always evolving, some things don't pan out, I add some new things, I change some things around, But the core, the core is pretty much consistent, like, the mangoes and these avocado trees and all that, they've been there, for a long time. So, but I'm, playing around with some of the other stuff. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. God bless.